do we wear? So today I have 6 tips on what to and what not to do with clothing during your family photo session, so stay tuned. So tip 1, no neon colours. Now I cannot stress this enough to you, please no neon colours. What happens with neon colours is they can reflect onto your skin. So you could say if you've got a neon yellow or a neon pink, the colour will come up onto your face, and it is very hard to edit that out later on. So I've got a photo here that I'll put up for you. We don't want that. Okay, so tip 2 is please ensure your clothes fit correctly. Now this sounds like a silly one, I know. You know if your clothes fit you or not, but you'll feel more comfortable if they are fitting correctly. So it's nothing worse, and I know for myself, if you feel like you're pulling up your pants or lifting up your top, you're not comfortable, which definitely comes across to me in photos. And especially with kids, there is so many cute little outfits for them, with cute little hats and scarves and gloves and belts. But I know even with my 2, if they are not comfortable in what they're wearing, you are going to end up with a miserable shoot and a miserable child, which is definitely what we want to avoid on your photo session. Especially with hats, they will pull them off, and belts and shoes that are uncomfortable for them as well. They will let you know. Even a change of clothes on the shoot will be such a benefit to you, especially if the shoot is on the beach, because I'll guarantee 80% of the children that I photograph end up wet or in the water, and it can kind of make them miserable for your trip home as well. And especially ladies, if you're wearing a blouse, just ensure that it fits correctly and you can move your arms in it so something like this doesn't happen. So we've all had that at some point. Okay, so tip 3, I think we're at, is colour coordinating but not matching. So gone are the days of everyone has a white t-shirt on, blue jeans, or blue denim shorts or a denim skirt. That was so popular, and believe me, I've done many shoots even where I suggested that for them to wear, but you're going back 8-10 years ago. So what I suggest is pick one colour, or even 2, and build off that with other colours that fit, or even a piece of clothing. So ladies, if you've got a dress or a shirt that you've been wanting to wear, pick other colours that match that, and then you can coordinate that with your husband or partner, your children, vice versa. So I'll pop a little example up here, a little example down here somewhere. So I'll pop a little example around here, and another one of not to do here or here somewhere. We'll do that. So I also suggest nice pastels are always lovely. Pastels, still your white, you can still wear your blacks, but just no real bright out there colouring. Okay, so tip 4 is limit your patterns and prints. So I'm not saying no patterns, definitely can have patterns, nice florals, but just limit them. Trying to avoid, say, if there's a floral pattern, and then try not to put it with a striped pattern. So a very common pattern in men's clothing and females' clothing is your pinstripe shirts, dress shirts, business shirts, those type of things. They look great in real life, but the camera has a very difficult time recognizing individual repeating patterns that are so tight. So I'll put an example up of what can happen. So naturally, to the naked eye, it doesn't look anything like this. Through the camera, it gets distorted, a bit psychedelic, it loses its mind basically. So if you can avoid the pinstripe patterns, that would be terrific. Also keeping with this tip is prints. Now a lot of male t-shirts and female t-shirts, you'll find these days they will have a picture on the front of a lady, normally a lady, or waves, or even words. Try to avoid that because it's kind of something you don't want to have in your photos. You kind of want to keep your photos timeless, and t-shirts with a big picture on the front or the back of someone else's face, or many of you have these t-shirts in your cupboard. My husband's got a lot of them in his cupboard. They don't make well for good photos. Another big one of mine. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been known to drop a swear word here and there, probably more than just here or there, but we don't want to see it on your shirt, especially in your family photos. Guys, this is more directed at you. I have seen a lot of yous do this. Please, no swear words. Okay, so we're getting down the business end. Only 2 to go. So I think tip 5, I think we're at 5, is don't forget about your accessories. Let's face it, accessories, they add to your outfit. They look great. You can overdo it a little bit sometimes, but if you keep it simple, even if you've got a great hat, you can use these as props. You can take photos of behind the hats, and you know, especially if a man has a tie on, say for an engagement session, there's nothing a bit more sexy than a lady pulling a man in by his tie in for a photo, you know, going in for a kiss. It looks great. So don't forget your accessories, girls. Remember your bangles and your nice rings, and especially for those photos if you're holding hands and you've got beautiful accessories on. They add to the photo, and like I said, you can use them for props and things like that, and they just look great. Okay, lucky last one is tip number 6, is consider your location. Now, with locations you have a beach, a park, the lake, old buildings. We are so lucky here in Newcastle, Maitland, Hunter Valley, Central Coast. We are so lucky that we have so many amazing locations that you get to pick from. For example, the beach. White looks great on the beach. Pale blues, teals, they all look great on the beach. Nice yellow top, not neon yellow, but nice yellow top. If you're having your photos on the beach, you don't even need fancy shoes. Go shoeless, because really, do we walk down on the beach with high heels on? Some of us probably do, but I can't walk in high heels, so I don't. If you're having your photos in the park, so you have lots of greens, lots of browns, things like that. So you can incorporate your darker greens, your darker browns, your blacks, your deep burgundies. They all look great, especially if it's in the park, say in autumn, when the leaves are turning, you know, you get those beautiful burnt oranges, and it looks great. So just consider your location. So an extra little tip that I've just thought of, so we could do like a tip 6 plus 1, is consider your home, your interior design, because, well, I hope your photos are going to go up in your home. Because I mean, let's face it, we get these photos now on our phones and we don't print them. I know God, how long have I been married? 6 years? So I'm probably 5 years behind getting my own photos printed. So I can't say anything. Even the colours you have in your home, especially if you're putting these photos up on your wall, you want it to coincide with your colouring that you've got in your house. So it does all add to your interior design, I guess. You know, so that is another little extra one there for you. So that is it, my lovelies. There are my tips.